How do you deal with a crisis? I'd like you to journey alongside me as I share a little bit of my life story with you, and I share how I managed to overcome crises. I was born to an amazing family in South Africa. I've got 3 brothers and I'm the second youngest in the family. My family never really spoke about God, and we weren't a church-going family at all. But from about that age of 9, I realized that God had His hand on my life. You see, although I was that young, I asked if I could go to church. And so when my parents could take me, they would take me to church. And I was very excited to be there and in that space, just mixing with other young people. I was quite a lonely child at school, and so found the need for a friend. I experienced a number of challenges throughout my life, the first one being at the age of 14 when my parents got divorced. But we managed to work through that and we overcame that. Round about the age of 22, I was exceptionally blessed. I was married, I had 2 children, and very fortunate to own our own family home. But at the age of 30, I saw my life change completely. It literally turned upside down. I was divorced. I'd lost the family home. I had experienced abuse, hardship, as well as date rape. So many challenges to try and overcome. In 2008, my family and I decided to immigrate here to Australia, and so that consisted of my husband, myself, my daughter, my stepdaughter, and my son. There were 5 of us. It was an amazing experience, quite an adventure, I must admit. And so one of the stories that I'd like to share with you that took place shortly after arriving here is that I'd interviewed for a job from South Africa. When I arrived here in Australia, I was told that I needed to fly to Singapore to do a training course for 1 week, and on the last day of that training, I needed to write an exam. That exam was an 8-hour exam. No pressure, right? To add the cherry on top, I needed to obtain between, I think it was 70 or 80% for that exam. And look, I'm very grateful that I managed to achieve that. I do think that the organization would have given me the opportunity to rewrite that exam should it have been necessary. Within about a month after that, my husband had managed to secure himself a job, and both of the girls managed to find work as well. My son, however, he decided to do non-contact martial arts so that he could do something during the day. He was just waiting to start college at the beginning of the following year. And so that's how he occupied his time. But in 2012, the worst situation that could ever have taken place occurred. My son passed away in the December of 2012. Friends, I cannot tell you what that did to me as a mom. It felt as though my heart had been ripped out of my chest. That pain was excruciating. And so that was really the final straw. I recognized that I needed to change my life. I needed to reevaluate the priorities of my life. And so what I'd like to share with you, friends, is that if I never met Jesus at the age of 12, if I never knew that He was my friend, I wouldn't have had that solid foundation to lean against. If it wasn't for Jesus, I wouldn't be here right now today sharing this very story with you. I wouldn't have had the courage. I wouldn't have had the determination. He has been my solid foundation. And so I would like to suggest that if you are struggling, if you are battling with a crisis, reach out to Jesus. He is there. He's waiting to be your best friend. Hi, my name is Tarnya Garner. We're starting a new ministry, and so I hope you've enjoyed the video. If you did, please give us a good old like, and please feel free to add a comment below. If you've enjoyed the content, we'd appreciate you to subscribe. I look forward to seeing you next time online.